Hello everybody on YouTube. I have decided to start a weekly makeup video schedule thing. I don't know. I'm in drag every week and you guys seem to want to watch makeup videos. So here is the first of the weekly makeup videos. It's just a tutorial on the eyes and the eyebrows. So yeah, follow along and enjoy. I'll still be doing wig videos, because I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a hair girly, but you guys seem to want this and I like to pay my rent, so let's give the people what they want, right? Anyway, I'm running late, so I gotta go, bye! Alright, we're jumping straight into it. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows and we're doing something a little different. If you've watched my makeup tutorials before, you know that I use this sort of pen liner, but today I want to match my eyebrows to my wig. So we're using this P. Louise cosmetic base to draw on some eyebrows, and then we're gonna pick an eyeshadow that matches and do a bit of filling in, ombre, who knows. Now when it comes to the shape of the brows, I'm feeling very, I can't say that word, I'm feeling very good looking and high arch, thinner, but not thin like 20s thin kind of brows. And because I'm not using the pen liner, I'm gonna use a lip brush, if that makes sense. So I'm just going, I have to be down here because I need my elbow on a surface. Just want the general sort of shape down. Yeah, kind of like that. So I'm just gonna mirror it on the other side and then we'll fill it in properly. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush that I've cleaned off and I'm going to dip into a lighter shade of purple. Just like that. And I'm just going to pat it on towards the center. So now I'm going to take a deeper purple, maybe this one. I'm going to clean that up with just a concealer brush and I'll start with the arches. White foundation, the Kryolan TV paint stick. And then I'm going to clean up on top with my regular shade of foundation. just kind of outline it like that. And then with my finger, just blending out the edge of that concealer. We need to complete the lid space with some concealer so that there's a nice sticky base for our eyeshadow to stick to. Normally I'd pop my contour shade down, but I think we're gonna go with a bit of a lighter palette today. So I'm just going to take my concealer color, not the white, but the concealer color, and just finish carving my brows and then cover the lid. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, if I can find one, that's already purple. This is a Morphe brush. Just sort of like a domed fluffy brush, and I'm gonna get rid of the darker purple because I'm gonna go in with the same color light purple that we used for this part of our eyebrows. And I'm just going to start with this outer portion. Kind of expanding out upwards and outwards. I think I expanded too far forwards. So what I'm gonna do is backtrack with my beauty blender. And I'm even gonna blend it out with some white, kind of around here. And then I'm gonna take the same purple brush that I had before and I'm gonna dip into a deep purple and just concentrate that here on the outer part of the eye. And blend it out, but not right to the edge. We're just deepening sort of the main focal point, which I want to be the sort of edge of my eye here. Kind of like that. The good thing about this kind of look is that it's all blown out anyway, so shapes don't really matter too much. For the most part. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut the do the floating crease up here before or after I cut it, and I think we're gonna go with before. So I'm just going to take that dark purple off my brush a little bit, dip into the light one, and kind of visualize where you're going to cut your crease and just pop this right where that's gonna happen. Kind of like that. And I'm even gonna dip back into the white. And just blend out the edges. What I didn't do before was set the rest of the white, so I'm gonna go back and do that now, just underneath the eyebrows. And I'm going to do that with the same fluffy white brush, why not? And just go underneath the brows here. And just kind of set that. Now, when I'm cutting my crease, to get a nice clean thing, I will take my fingernail, which is conveniently pointy, and just do a rough cut with a makeup wipe. Oops. This is why I don't do my base before my eyeshadow. I'm going to take that same concealer brush and just get rid of any of my foundation color that's left on it, and then dip back into some white. And we're going to cut this crease. Now this is very difficult to do on camera, so just bear with me. Excellent. And all I'm gonna do is kind of more evenly disperse the product across my lid with my finger like this before setting it with, I'm feeling a shimmer. I think a shimmer on the lid would be good. Now the thing with a shimmer is it's very hard to put any product on top of it. So I'm gonna make sure that's the last thing that I do. So basically, I wanna make sure everything's exactly how I want it before I put my shimmer down. Which means blending out this little bit of concealer. And now I'm gonna go in with my black. And a teeny tiny little round brush. I'm gonna dip into some black, quite a lot, and just stamp it where I want it. Maybe that was too much black. I seem to like this side a lot more. So we're gonna fix that by going in with some purple and just buffing out the edges of the black. And I mean, that works for me. I'm just gonna bring some of the dark purple out a bit more to match the other side. Because this side feels a little smaller. And in turn, we're gonna go in with some white and just sort of blend it. I'm also going to clean up where I brought the black too far into the lid here. Realistically, my eyeliner is going to go over on top of that, but it'll drive me crazy if it's just sitting there for the rest until we get to the eyeliner. Alright, so The time has come for our shimmer. So I have this Morphe Artist palette and I'm gonna dip into this purple here. I do a general wash of the lid, but I don't want to go over the lines of my cut crease. So we kind of just want to approach, and then we go in with a flat, fluffy brush. This'll do. And use that to color in with the lines. So like, approaching that cut crease here. And the reason I do that is because this brush doesn't really pick up the shimmer shades very well, so it's easiest to deposit directly onto the lid with your finger and then kind of move it around until it's where you want it. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know. Like, it picks up a little bit, but not enough for that like drag queen payoff, you know what I mean? And I'm even going to take some of this like darker purple glitter almost and pop that on almost near the purple black on the end. Look, it doesn't add much, but details. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to spray myself in the face with hairspray. Typical. And then I'm gonna take this little Frozen 2 palette. I used to love this. And there's this shade in the center that I'm very quickly running out of. And it's like full of like iridescent, like periwinkle kind of looking colors. It's got chunkier glitter that really reflects. So I'm gonna, don't do this, by the way. And just tap a little bit all over the lid. Right? I don't know if you can see because the lighting's so bright. Let me dim it. I don't know, the difference. It's there to me. I just think glitter makes everything better. Do you know what I mean? And that's the lid done. I mean, I guess I'll do eyeliner now. And then we can move on to the lower lid. I'm not gonna show you my base. My base is pretty much the same as the other YouTube videos that I have up. So if you want to know how I do my base, you can go ahead and look at that. But yes, I'm gonna take my eyeliner now. Just anything you can buy at the makeup store will be fine. Avoid cheap eyeliners. A good eyeliner is gonna be about 20, 25 Australian dollars. I don't know, you can do the maths and convert it. I like this one because it has a thin and a thick side. So this is a thick side. Then you turn it on its side and it's much thinner, so you can really get precise with the tip. Not that I do, but the option is there, you know what I mean? So how am I gonna do this on camera? So I tend to just do the inside of my eye there. So that's the underneath of my eyelid, which feels very weird. And you'll probably get some eyeliner in your eye, but it's okay because it's eye safe. And then I kind of will gradually go over the rim of my eyelid as I go further towards the end of the eye. So a really tight line. And I don't normally do them both at the same time. But hey, I don't normally do this eye shape either. Kind of like that, and then I'm gonna fill in that little gap you can see between the edge of my eye and the edge of the eyeliner. Now you can see my eyes are watering. They're not super sensitive in terms of like products, but if I leave them open for too long and don't blink, then I start to cry, so. And what I'm gonna do now is just go back in with a little bit of black and blend the edge of this eyeliner into that eyeshadow. And then we'll do the inner corner later. Dipping into that black eyeshadow and just sort of blending the edge here. I think what I need to do is bring some more of the purple forward, like this. When I say forward, I mean towards the center of my face. Or maybe I'm just not used to this eye shape, so everything looks odd to me. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. What I'm gonna do is I will do my base, and then I'll come back to show you what I end up doing with the underneath side of the eye and the inner portion as well. Boo, there's a ghost. So, what we're gonna do is move on to the under eye. I keep my face nice and powdery for this portion in case there's any fallout where I don't want it, so I can brush it off. So we're gonna jump in with the purple fluffy brush that we had before. And I want my under eyes to be a little darker than the top half. Otherwise, there's got to be some sort of element of depth with the eyeshadow look, because otherwise you just look a little washed out, like drag queens from like 2004 kind of era. So we're going to avoid that by not using the light purple. We're just going to use the deep purple that we did that transitioned into the black, and I'm just going to, while looking up, swipe some of that underneath. So the looking up helps you get closer to the lash. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner because I want that to be sort of more eyeliner focused. So basically we're just doing the outer 3/4 in this purple. I know I'm pulling stupid faces, okay? How else do you expect me to get my eyeshadow on? I mean, you can sort of blend it down with whatever's left on the brush. So then I'm gonna take my black eyeshadow and just kind of, not all the way where we've just done the purple, but I'm just gonna bring this black from the outer corner just to maybe about halfway, a bit before halfway. Excellent. Now I'm gonna take off all of my powder and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with my eyeliner. Excellent, so I'm gonna take my eyeliner and just do an inner corner. And I'm feeling like we're gonna do a little white highlight underneath the inner corner as well. So the way that I'm gonna go about that is just dig into the middle corner. Don't poke yourself in the eye, but just dig in and pull it out. And then you can kind of see the natural shape that's gonna suit you. Kind of like that. Not that there's a single natural thing about this. Oops. What I'm gonna do to fix this little dot that has appeared, I'm gonna take my white concealer and just kind of gently wipe it away. Like that. And we'll take that again. Kind of like that. Okay, so when it comes to doing the eyeliner, I had this Krylon HD cream liner in white. And their makeup blend thingy. And I'm just going to put some drops into it. And then I have a specific little detail brush with the teeniest, tiniest little point. And I'm just gonna use that to sort of incorporate the products together. And I want a really precise line, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch it together so that it's a flat line, and then dip into some product, sort of swiping on the pen like that, along the flat edge. Or not along the flat edge. Do it in a way that it doesn't screw up your flat edge, right? That you just made. And then we're just going to go underneath that black eyeliner. And then you can blend it into the white portion of your crease. Like that. So I'll do the same on the other side. And then we can do our waterline in black. Now to do my waterline in black, I have this like almost like teeny tiny little sponge thing on the end of a stick. And I'm gonna take some of my cream blend from Krylon and just put it in black eyeshadow and mix it around and just literally just swipe it on like that. So we're only sort of pulling it down and smoking it into the lash line for the outer portion. Like here. Doesn't that make a world of difference? Awesome, amazing, stunning, whatever. That's pretty much it for the eye look. I mean, I just have lashes to go, really. So how about I finish the rest of my face and then show you the end result. So all I need to do is my powder contouring blush, lips, and pop some lashes on some highlighter. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm almost done, just need lips and lashes, but I had this idea that I want to add some little stars. I don't know why. I think it started with a little piece of star glitter on the end of my nose, and now we're just running with it. So it's basically just, it's just a cross, right? That's probably too much product. So just a cross. But the top ones are a little bit longer, like that. And if you so desire, you can add some dots just at the bottom of the cross, like whoop, whoop. And we'll do the top on this one too. Whoop, whoop, oops. Ooh, that is not in line with the cross. It's not perfect, but whatever. Drag makeup never is, so I'm happy with that. Alright, now I'll be back to show you the finished look. And here is the finished look. I'm kind of in love with it. This is a new eye for me. I've never done anything like this before, so I love the way that it turned out. I've got my khaki original in the color Peppy Purple. You can get them at khakiwigs.com to match all of the makeup, and I'm kind of in love. I think if I had a little more time, I would have made new eyelashes so that, you know, at the moment it looks good when I squint. I'm like, ooh, ooh. But then when my eyes are completely open, it just kind of like, you can't see much of the makeup underneath. It's not a problem, but something I might do in future if I ever do this kind of eye again. But yeah, that's it. I hope this tutorial helps. I've decided that I'm going to, every time I get into drag, or maybe not every time, but like once a week, I'm gonna film a little eyeshadow tutorial at the very least. Maybe one will be a lip or this or whatever, but I'm gonna film something every week because that'll give me a challenge to do new fun makeup every single week. And also the makeup videos seem to be what you guys wanna see. So I guess stay tuned for more weekly makeup videos. I don't know. I don't make any money off these videos just yet. We haven't reached the monetization threshold, so every like that this video gets really does help the channel a lot. So if you like what you see, hit the like button. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you next week. Bye!